There you have it. Flew for 6 minutes and 44 seconds. I don't want to push it. I don't have an alarm on this yet. Anyways, flew perfect. I am gonna mess with my PIDs on the tail a little bit more, so it can. It's holding too hard, so I feel my eye is a little too high on my PIDs. Every time I try to go one way, it kind of holds too much. It's a pretty calm day today. It flew as fine as if not better, from the last time when I flew in 12 mile per hour winds. There were like gusts of 15 miles per hour, about 18 max. Here it is. This is probably I'd say maybe my 20th successful flight. I'm obviously checking everything, checking the head, all the linkages, hardware, the tail for sure. There's too many cases out there that I've heard of where the torque tube and the gears give out in flight, but I just feel that might be an assembly issue, maybe a material issue, not sure. But anyhow, I think that if you take the time to always look it over and make sure everything's okay the way it should be, you should have no problems. Make sure everything's lubricated. These are metal gears. They do require grease every once in a while. I try to re-grease them within like 5 flights or less. I mean, just depending how much time I have in the day. Sometimes I just mess with it on the bench, on the workbench, and just service it and make sure everything's the way it should be and where it should be. There's a few videos on the Blackhawk, and honestly, for those who are gonna lean towards the Blackhawk, I think it's one of the best options and scale kits that Roban offers. That's pretty detailed, and I mean they're all detailed as far as the scale goes. But honestly, the Blackhawk's really nice. The only thing is that they are kind of tail heavy. So you can see I have a 4,000 milliamp 6 cell in the front, and a 3,000 milliamp at the front 3S. So that's about a pound. It equates to like 1.5 pounds to CG this helicopter. Pretty perfect. And I am running a 6,800 milliamp 12S up at the front, which helps out. That way I don't have to have too much dead weight at the front. I'd rather have that as a something I can use as far as power, additional flight time. Everything's hooked up, the lights. I just need to find a way to route this nicely. It flies very nice. There's not much I can say about this anymore. I will say maybe I'll try some 1/16 mil tail blades. They're a bit longer. I feel like they'll hold better, and the only thing is it might load up the entire torque tube and gears a bit more. But again, you have more mechanical advantage. You don't really need all that pitch anymore. So it's, I guess, I mean, but see, in a case where you need the tail authority to stop the helicopter, turn away from something pretty quick, you have that at least, and it'll get you out of something pretty quick. But I guess I'd have to try that and play with it and risk it. If anyone has done this, let me know if it's not something you guys recommend. I fly nothing but 3D helicopters, 700 size, and anything smaller than that, and 800 as well. But this thing flies just like a 3D helicopter. It really does. It feels like flying it's like when I fly my 700 at very low RPM, at about maybe, I don't know, 1,000 RPM, 1,100 RPM. I'm running this at 1280, so close to 1,300 RPM. It does very well. The climb out's pretty punchy. There's power. And I haven't flown it too fast. I kind of want to get a really good feel for it. It feels, I'm still kind of worried that this mechanical stuff just can't hold up all this weight in the air. want to see how the motor will do over time. And yeah, I mean, everything's pretty cool for now. So like I said, it flies like a 3D helicopter, so that should give you like a feel of what these things actually fly like. To me, it's nothing different. It's as responsible, responsive. By the way, be responsible with these things. They're pretty dangerous. Don't fly close to yourself. I know I was, but I just, this is no one's near me. There's nothing near me. I'm flying at my own risk. So and it's assembled pretty good, so I doubt something's gonna happen, but there's always a case that something might happen. Anyways, back to the helicopter. So there's the flight characteristics. You know, it's just like a regular 3D helicopter. You know, you can't loop this or roll it or anything like that. You know, you're always gonna fly upright, but you can bank it all you want and, you know, do some nice turns and whatnot. The Piro comp is pretty damn good on this for being so big. And if you guys don't get your CG right, this thing's gonna fly like crap. So with that said, if you guys are flying any 3D helicopters, anyone who can actually fly any helicopter in safe stability mode, get yourself one of these, and it's gonna be a pretty penny, but build it right, get it right, and fly it. It's easy. Just gotta be a little more you gotta be more quick on your and easy on your collective, otherwise you'll bring it right to the ground. You know, you don't want to do that. It's heavy, you can feel the extra weight. It's a very nice piece to look at. Avion 120 amp ESC, it's doing very well, doing great actually. That E-Flight 700 EFL motor is doing fine. It's rated for something like this. Spectrum 6250HX flybarless unit. We have the Spectrum servos, the pricey ones that they offer. I don't remember the number of the servo from the top of my head. Same goes for the tail. So I think we're in it $4,000 in total, including the radio, batteries, charger, and everything. Of course, I've already had all that, so just disconnect the battery packs. My camera might die here, so if it dies, just I hope I provided enough information. Try to repeat myself with what it has, because that way you don't have to go back and watch another video. But here are the servos, and it has a tail servo of that same number. I think it's a 55 instead of 50, if I'm not wrong. That's how I set up my ESC. I will make some ducts for the motor and the ESC, and they will have additional fans. That way I don't use these batteries as dead weight, and they will have fans in on both of these little doghouse intakes, and that will intake some air, some pretty I'm gonna get some pretty powerful fans to, you know, blow some air in this thing, because it gets pretty damn hot in here. But this motor's not too hot. I mean, it has been sitting, but it's not too hot. Gotta give it to you, Roban. You guys did an outstanding job with this thing. I'm gonna fly this thing out of here with whatever juice it has. It's pretty heavy to carry back home. At 20 pounds, it kind of gets pretty annoying to carry around. Alright guys, bye bye.